In the chat, K Slave 14, they say they ask, what do you do against what do you do to combat such a defensive fighter as Canelo? Like, what do you do to counteract his defense?
Well, you know, just you have to stay constant with the jab, man. You know, you can't. This is the thing about him. My jab is like a right hand. You know, Callum Smith's jab, he's kind of just like touching it out there, but I think he got a little bit, what is it? He got a little bit discouraged because, you know, Canelo's making a miss, so he stopped going to his jab. I don't understand how he had such long arms and Canelo was inside of him the whole time. He was fighting inside the whole time. It just does not make sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He don't have to box. He don't have to box. He can stay right there, but all he has to do is scoop back, you know, use his distance, you know, jab, 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 right hand, body shots, uppercuts, make him run into something. Obviously there's a lot of things that we have to work on, a lot of things we have to do to beat the best. I have to be at 120% to beat Canelo, but that's the job. You know, I feel like even with Canelo too, I feel like the more time they give me, the more problems they're giving themselves, you know, because I'm getting stronger. I turned 24 and I had a sparring session yesterday. It was my first sparring session since my fight. Mm-hmm. And now, like, damn, like, I already feel the difference. I feel like I'm hitting super hard, you know, and then my speed is still there. My body shots are there. So I feel like my style of fighting is different from everybody else's. You know, I use body shots. I have strong jabs. You know, I have fast combinations. I have fast hands. You know, I use the ring too. So, and I can put amazing pressure on. So, you know, I feel my style of fighting is different from all these guys, and you'll see by the time when I get these opportunities. You know, I'm not just talking out of my ass. You know, I want this for myself too. You know, it's not always about the money. I want to go down in history as one of the best when my time is done.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I was just talking about on my show that it was about Canelo and like who could beat Canelo, and you were at the top of my list on who could beat Canelo because unlike Smith, like Smith had the tremendous reach, but he didn't know how to use it. His jab sucked. Like it was almost like if you take Shaquille O'Neal in basketball, but you got him shooting mid-range instead of posting up. Like you're supposed to you're supposed to maximize your advantage basically. So if you got a long reach on Canelo, maximize that reach and poke him with the jab and make it stiff.
And then also what tripped me out, he had a 8-inch reach advantage.
Yeah.
It didn't look like it. It didn't look like it at all.
Right. You would have never guessed that from the way he was fighting. I mean, it was ridiculous. I couldn't believe that he wasn't using his reach. And I feel like you would be somebody you're powerful enough. See, Smith, he didn't have enough power, but you're powerful enough to keep Canelo at bay with your outside shots, with the jabs and the right hands, right?
And then too, I also want to bring something up. Like if you look at it, and now I kind of like I'm seeing why they're giving these guys not too much long for training camps. Like if you look at a Daniel Jacobs, when Daniel Jacobs came into the fight, they had like 8 weeks. He didn't do, you know, he didn't do too good, but he didn't do too bad. But Canelo couldn't do shit to him. I didn't see Canelo hurt him at all in that fight. You know, Daniel Jacobs was solid. You know, he looked solid. And then, you know what I mean? I feel like that's why they kind of really don't want to give people full training camps, you know, because they know if they put a real 168, you know, pounder of big with the size advantage that, you know, it's going to cause a lot of problems for them.
Thank you for watching. Click thumbs up if you liked our video, and remember to subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you could be notified when we are streaming our interviews live, so you can super chat your questions and get them included in our premium content.